Blessings, good people. Hey, you know what? I was having a conversation with a few guys about is hip hop nowadays, the new hip hop, is it creating a death culture? Uh, to quote his words, and your thoughts, because when we're dealing with everything that we're dealing with right now, um, the new words, the new language, the everything that we're seeing, is the original hip hop dead? And what is it about today's hip hop that creating this type of atmosphere? Is it it's hard. It's actually hard to just pinpoint one, because you got some great, pretty decent, should I say, new artists that are coming up. But then I think where we find the issue is through that so-called drill music. Now, make no mistake about it. Who's going to glorify peeling somebody's cap and watching their brains splatter, and all of a sudden you rejoicing over that? Now, there's something wrong with that picture, But the original hip hops, X-Clan, KRS, Public Enemy, all of that. It's a completely different style now. And can music influence you to the point to where some people can actually, who's already operating in that lifestyle or whatever, I don't know if it's fascinating. I don't know if it's something that they're finding fascinating. But in our discussion, he mentioned that hip hop culture now is a death culture. And I have a youth organization. And in that youth organization, we did an actual experiment with the variations of music, from jazz, classical, to melody, to soft music. And then we turned it up, playing the new age, the Lottos, the Cardis, the Megans, and all of the Sexy Reds. We turned it up, and we noticed that on the jazz and everything, the kids sat there, they had no emotions, they were just listening to it. But as we increased the music, and when we finally got to those Lottos and the Cardis, and we got into the little Dirks and the Vons and everything else, they would turn. So, it dispelled the disbelief that music is not an influence, because as soon as they heard what they liked, the energy and the essence of the spirit of that particular music moved them instantly. So I can't argue that music. I know for a fact that music is an influence, even on us. We listen to jazz and we mellow out. We listen to R&B. We listen to the old schools, the Isaac Hayes, the Commodores, Ohio Players, back in the days or whatever. So we know that music is a strong influence. But has hip hop now become a death culture, created a death culture? That's something to think about, because if that's the case, now if you're 40 something years old and you still rocking Lil Durk and you out there clubbing and all that other good stuff, you might want to look at that, peep the lyrics, because we're the biggest influence to what the younger generations are going to see or are seeing. So, you know what? I just wanted to have this conversation with you. This is just a real off the cuff conversation that hopefully is food for thought, because music is an influence. But if we're dealing with a lot of killings, a lot of murdering, a lot of youth that aren't even living past 18, and a lot of it is because they're trying to emulate the cast that they're hearing that's talking about what they're doing, their ops and all of this other stuff, and how they retaliate. Well, I have a youth organization, and I can honestly say from my experience of working with my youth in that age bracket, that they are trying to live it out, and it is a heavy influence. So with that, your thoughts are important. Let me know what you think about that, because something has to be done, and we definitely got to make some changes. So I'm waiting to hear. Let me know. Break me off. Please keep it respectful, though. This isn't a debate or an argument. I just wanted to kind of see, so that I can take with me as I cross this country a better understanding, so that I can speak the language and get into their lane, so that I can have some impact. Help me out. Peace.